welcome back to our channel. My name is Natsu.
And my name is Ari. Today, 皆さん。
はい。
Actually, it's something I wanted to do for a long time なんだけど。
あ、そうなんだ。
みんな知ってるわかんない。なんか、I love film.
Of course. He's a big fan. オタクみたい、もう。
本当にそう。I'm a big オタク。film オタク。And I can't talk.
There are
films in the West about Japan なのよ。知ってるでしょ？
なるほどね。あるよね、いろいろ。
いろ。Because Japan is a really popular topic to talk about と思う。It's kind of like a foreign island.
確かにね。
わかる？
わかる。
全然なんか
結構みんな好きだよね。
そう。で、it's mysterious because many people don't really know about it, so they make movies about it. And there are some movies, for me, are either kind of accurate or not accurate at all.
なるほど。
わかる？
はい。
で、from my perspective, because I live in Japan 6 years now ね。So I'm ちょっと Japan pro now too. と思いますよ。
You know how it is actually here and stuff.
I kind of got a better understanding. So now the thing is, I want to see from you what you think too. We're gonna react to 2 movies. 3 scenes けど2 movies ね、皆さん。You haven't watched the movies actually, which is perfect.
Okay.
Because I want your raw opinion and see like what you feel right away.
Right.
And then we talk about like, いや、それはそう。本当になんか that's Japan. Or, いや、それはなんか Hollywood みたいな。Or なんか Western people なイメージみたいな。
なるほどね。あ、面白いかも。でもなんかI get to see the image that they have about Japan ってことでしょ through the movies.
Correct.
Okay, I'm excited.
Awesome. Let's get right into it. Alright, first movie. 結構有名だと思います。The Last Samurai.
はい。見たことないけど、of course 聞いたことありますね。ラストサムライ。
It's a quite old movie, so I understand if you missed it. No, I watched it with my mom. I remember so on television.
How old?
It was released. So, for those who don't know, ね、皆さん, I have a short description for you. Released in 2003なのよ。
あ、2003か。
そう、結構前ね。
20年以上前。
そう。やばくない？ちょっと待ってね。
そうだよね。
And it's a Hollywood film, obviously, starting with Tom Cruise. And he's like this former American soldier, and he ends up in Japan during the late 1800s. Okay, so he's captured by samurai, and over time he begins to understand their way of life. Okay, and the movie kind of shows the clash between Japan's like ancient tradition that slowly becomes modern. So that's the topic. Ne? If you guys haven't watched it, also for you actually, check it out. It's a nice movie.
It sounds really fun actually.
It's really nice. Now the point is though, how right are they getting Japan in this?
Let's see. So quiet.
Yeah.
1876. Day unknown. Month unknown. I continue to live among these unusual people. I am their captive and then I cannot escape. Mostly I'm treated with a kind of a mild neglect. As if I were a stray dog or an unwelcome guest.
ちょっと待って。温泉ってこと？やば。
Everyone is polite. Everyone smiles and bows. But beneath their courtesy, I detect a deep reservoir of feeling.
習字ね。何？
これね。
ヒゲ
Did she say Japanese or what?
Huh?
Did she say
They are-
something
I
in
think his
Japanese?
name.
From the moment they wake, they devote themselves to the perfection of whatever they pursue. I have never seen such discipline. I am surprised to learn that the word samurai means to serve, and that Katsumoto believes his rebellion to be in the service of the emperor.
Ken Watanabe かっこいい。He's Ken Watanabe.
知ってますよ。
はい
もちろん、もちろん。
ごめんなさい。Okay, so Natsune, never seen the movie. What's your first feeling? Do you think it's realistic to you? Or do you think it's なんか超 Hollywood Japan って感じ? What's your feeling?
わかんない。
わかんないか。
だって、I've never lived in this time.
Okay.
I never
That's true.
saw.
That's
So
true.
maybe like it's right, but also it looks like every, how can I say, like historical movies that I watch in Japan.
True.
So maybe this is realistic, what they had back in time. But again, I don't know the truth because I wasn't living
Yeah, obviously.
in that time.
So something I really liked about the scene was things that he said about Japan, which I think are still true. For example, he said, I've never seen such disciplined people. Or I've never seen such dedication. Eye for detail とか, I don't remember the exact words he used. But that's something I also realized when I came to Japan. この discipline すごかった。なんか you go to コンビニでいらっしゃいませみたいな。ちょっと待ってね。I buy おにぎりだよ。I'm a clerk. I work here. I'll give you the best service that I can みたいな。
まあ確かにそれはあるね。私逆を海外に行った時に思うから、なんかその They don't do like いらっしゃいませとか、
Right.
大変お待たせいたしましたみたいなのとかないけど、ジャパンは even if it's コンビニ I shop the コンビニ and they ask me if they want me to warm it up and I said please. So it took 30 seconds. 大丈夫じゃない because I asked じゃん。
Definitely.
And they
Yeah.
came back, they comes back saying like 大変お待たせいたしました。Like no, like it's fine みたいな。
I have to wait anyway.
そうそうそう、
Yeah.
なんか確かにそれはねあるかも。トム・クルーズもそうだしアリもそうだけど日本に来て思うのは変わってないのかな。
Yeah. Something I feel is a little ridiculous now because my mind changed is when he said, I live among these wild people or something like that. Again, I don't remember the exact words, but in the very beginning, you can go back and watch it. He says something like that. He's like, I'm living amongst these white people and feel like a dog. They look at me like I'm a stranger. You feel as a foreigner, kedo, this is definitely, I think, Hollywood no feeling where they say like you're the outsider. I never felt like an outsider. I felt like an outsider, kedo, I always felt welcome. Now, we don't know about Edo period なんだけどね。
まあ絶対アウトサイダーでしょ。
絶対アウトサイ
You're
ダー
the
だね。
only one でしょ絶対に。
確かに。The next movie is Lost in Translation. It's a very famous movie abroad. Japan もそうかもしれないけどね。
まあラストサムライの方がでも知ってるかもね。
確かに。That's more なんか impactful けど。You haven't watched this.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've watched it like years ago, so I'm gonna give you guys a short recap,
Okay.
so you guys know what's going on. So this was released in also 2003.
どうした ?2003 年。
Yeah, both same year.
めちゃめちゃジャパンブームみたいな。すごっ。
So Lost in Translation, it's like a drama comedy style movie, okay? So remember that. It's like it's a comedic way of showing something. And it's starring with Bill Murray, who is a really famous actor in America actually. He doesn't do much anymore. But like our parents' generation 絶対知ってるみたいな。And Scarlett Johansson.
大好き。
You see? Yeah, Marvel の好きな人もね、everyone knows her と思う。 and she's a really good actress. She plays incredible, and she's very young in this one, and it follows, like, as a story, an actor who is like aging, and a young woman who is traveling in Tokyo, and they meet in Tokyo, and both feeling lost and disconnected, obviously, because they're in a foreign place. So the movie's idea is capturing culture shock, like a loneliness, like the feeling of coming to Japan for the first time, and not knowing what's happening.
Mr. ボブさん、あなたは書斎にゆっくりと座っています。そしてテーブルの上にはサントリーウイスキーがあります。わかりますね？
サントリーウイスキー。
感情を込めてゆっくりとカメラを見て優しく、そしてあなたの古い友達に会うように言ってください。カサブランカのボギーのように君の瞳に乾杯。サントリータイム。
He wants you to turn, look in camera. Okay?
That's all he said?
Yes. Turn to camera.
やば。
Alright, does he want me to turn from the right or turn from the left?
彼の方はもう準備ができてます。それでスタートがかかった時にカメラの方に振り向く時に左から振り向けばいいのか右から振り向けばいいのか、その辺のところはいかがなさいましょうかっていうことなんですけれども。
どっちだっていいんだよ。もういけないんだから、そんなもの時間がないんだよ、ボブさん。ね？だからもう早く
ボブさん。
あともうテンション上げてカメラ見て、カメラ目線でゆっくりとね、パッションがカメラ目にはパッションだよ。分かった？
And with intensity. Okay?
Is that everything?
I love her Japanese like this long and
あなたの言ってることはウイスキーのことだけじゃないんだから。わかる？古い友達に会うように優しくジェントリーにね、そして心から湧き上がってくるテンション、これ忘れちゃダメだよ。
Like an old friend and into the camera.
わかった？あなたはウイスキーを愛してます。It's サントリータイム。OK？
サントリー今すごい人気だよね。
Yeah. Super.
みんなお土産で買って帰るらしいよ。
スタート！
For relaxing times, make it Suntory time.
カット！本当に分かってんなんかとぼけちゃって。これサントリーの響きだよ。高いんだから、サントリーの中で一番。
響きなんだ。
高級な気持ちでね、日常的なお酒じゃないんだよ。
Could you do it slower?
最高な気持ちで。
More intensity.
サントリータイム。本番よいスタート。
For relaxing times, make it Suntory time.
カット
Would you buy it if you would see that? First impression. What do you think?
It's funny.
It's funny. I saw you laughing, and you said like in between, like he said so much gedo. She translated only this. Would you think that she translated it accurately?
No, she didn't.
Not at all, right?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Yeah. The point is, I think from a foreigner's perspective, when you look at, I also thought like when I watched the movie, that's exactly how you feel. And I think maybe for you, when you don't understand the language too, and someone talks to you the entire time, and then I tell you, Wagana, he said to I don't know, turn around once. It's like, is that really everything the person said? And I think especially Japanese has such a nuance that I think this scene really captured that perfectly. You know what I mean? Well, how was the Japanese? Perfect でしょ?
まあ Japanese people だからね。
Yeah.
全然なんか nothing was weird.
Yeah. I think the director ちょっとわかんない. That's the only thing I would say is super Western かもしれないけど. Because like the way the director was talking to him is a very Western image of a director と思う. Every time I was like working with Japanese people or like having like a deeper sense of like work relationship, I never felt someone would ever talk to me like that と思う。なんかあるけど maybe it's just like my experience personally.
でもなんか for in this industry
Okay.
in this industry it's pretty common thing.
なるほどね。Again, the essence is very well brought. I think that's why this movie is so popular or like so famous, especially for foreigners, because it really shows the way that whenever we have interactions with people in Japan, we 本当に don't know what's going on.
だろうね。なんか because I understand both language, I laughed because I said I was like I know what they're doing. But I think if you don't understand a language in this, you'll be like, whoa, like Japanese is so long.
Yup.
Or like English is so short.
Yup.
You know.
The second scene, let's get right into it actually, is exactly what you just said. It's like, I don't understand, and it could mean anything. Scene number 2.
No, don't! No!
Hey, use the horn, fella. Let's try mixing terms. Switch the beer, huh? I want to switch the slack.
No. これボブさん
Bob san.
Hi.
And Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Hi.
We need a doctor for her emergency room.
It's not an emergency. I
は
just hurt
い、
my
わかりました。じゃあ、これから診察の準備をいたしますので、番号札を取って
やばいね、
カルテを記入して、向こうに案内いたしますので、
We'll go over there.
はい。
Which number?
はい。手続き終わりましたら、こちらの方からお呼びしますので、ソファーの方でおかけになって待っててください。どうぞ。はい。
We're not going to another hospital, so
Hi.
whatever you say is okay.
はい、じゃあ、お大事にしてください。
Could you put that back in the garage for us?
はい、どうぞ。
よくわかったな。ねえ。
終わった。
そうですね、ここにですね、亀裂骨折の疑いがあるようですが、まあテーピングして。
日本に何年いるんですか？
いるんですか？
いるんですか？
でもいるよね、こういうばあちゃん。
本当にそう。
いるよね。
日本にジャパンアップ
このアウトフィットやばくない？
すごいよね。
アップ
何この帽子？どこで買ったん？
何年？
何年
This is so awkward.
Yeah.
そう
そうHow's that song go?
How's this song go?
I'm lost.
ね。
おだけですから問題ないですからお大事にしてください。
That for me?
Yeah, it can be for you.
You were laughing. You said このばあちゃん。この situation ある。I think not only us, me as a person here in Japan, I think that happened to you abroad too. この awkward conversations where you like yes and no and whatever. So I think again here, the depiction of Japan is really accurate. The first thing I noticed, he comes into the hospital like すごいうるさいと思った。
確かに絶対ないね。日本は。
No way! And he makes a joke. He says, I don't know if you guys caught that actually because the subtitles are a little bit and he said, use the horn, buddy, because he was standing in front of them, which is a joke. It's like, use the horn like in a car. けど it's not appropriate in Japan. わかる？
確かに。
このなんか
特に
behavior
病院でこれはないわ。
No でしょ。
やらない。
So, and then the conversation. I think for me too, ね。At the beginning I was like, what are these people? What do they want from me? マジで Why are you guys talking so much?
なんか I don't know if you noticed, but like when they're up to the reception, the guy was saying like なんだっけな
カルテとか
カルテをご記入になってご準備が整いましたらこちらの番号でお呼びいたしますのでそちらのソファにおかけしてお待ちくださいって、これ本当になんか Please fill up this form when it's ready I'll call you this number please have a seat、なんか Please sit down and wait、めっちゃ短いことを言ってるんだよ本当は英語だったら
そうね
でそれをすごい特に敬語にするからめっちゃ長いからそのなんかヒューモアがねそこにあるんだろうね絶対わかんないでしょだって
絶対わかんないand now that I understand Japanese I think I saw the scene and I knew they just trying to be so nice to you they're using keigo they treat you as everybody else actually they don't treat him special he says to him the same thing he would say to a Japanese person it's so nice that you're being treated the same way right it's a nice thing and then the Bashan tried to talk to him 日本で何年に住んでいます or something like this I don't remember and he's like
in this car
and then I think what she made was the clock domo gonna like the time how long and he's like he probably thought she's crazy でも she's just trying to have a conversation with him
でも無理だもんね絶対
無理だよね remember ね this is 20 years ago there's still a lot of correct things but still I feel like people now they try even more to help you かもしれない
I was gonna say I think this movie the title is Lost in Translation でしょ Now I understand why it's Lost in Translation Literally they're lost in translation
本当にそう
でも It's not a thing anymore と思う20 years later I don't think they will make a movie about Japan being lost in translation because you don't get lost really
yeah not that
even
much
the hospital I think they would try even if it's a little bit と思うなんかthis とかなんか right please sit とかね
so and also maybe some of them also have like English sheets
あるね確かに
I learned like ローマ字大丈夫ですかみたいなローマ字大丈夫ですよみたいな
ローマ字大丈夫ですかっていう
Yeah I learned this because I couldn't write kanji
そういうことね
so I think again this is specifically Japan but I think this applies to everywhere you go 本当にpeople often don't want anything bad from you even if you think like なんかこのばあちゃん多分 crazy みたいなでも she's not at all she just tried to have a conversation just because we don't understand doesn't mean that someone wants something bad from you or like the culture wants to mistreat you or whatever it's just 本当に lost in translation と思います
しょうがないねこればっかりは
So yeah, that's it for today's video. We want to know, what did you guys think about this? How, Japan is portrayed in movies and how it equals to reality. We had our share. Now we want to hear your comments down below. If you want a part 2, let us know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell button, and we see you on the next one. Bye. Bye.